The brother son. Triad.
Triads. Da-da. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jojin Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
Today we're going to talk about The Brother's Son.
The entire series. I mean, the entire season 1. Spoilers alert.
Netflix. Here we go. What'd you think, Won-Jin? You want to go first?
Well, last week we talked about The Brother's Son up until
What's up, Desi? And you're here again. Thank you so much.
We talked about it after like midway into the show. After like finishing the entire series, I think I like the way it ended.
Shout out to Scott Walker. Hey guys,
And
welcome. Thank you.
I wish they would continue on the story with a season 2 because I think it was very ambiguous after finishing the entire season whether they would continue with the story or not, because I think it was kind of like a very it was an ending that was very open to interpretations. I mean, if anybody wanted to continue on building a story from that point on, they could, but it could also be finished right there.
No, but what do you mean open to interpretation? I felt like if they were going to continue it, they would go to her taking over in Hong Kong. Right? Yeah. So that could happen.
Like, oh no. I mean, Charles is going with her, so it's not. I mean, they can't really give us a story of Charles and Bruce staying in Los Angeles.
No, but it could work like Charles is there, and then Charles and Mother have trouble in Hong Kong, and they call Bruce to help, and so Bruce can come to Hong Kong. So that any story is possible, I think.
And like I said, if the show wanted to end everything right here, they could. That's why I say it's kind of open. It's like an open ending.
I do think if the show is popular enough, they're going to renew it for a second season. Because I love the Asian element.
Yeah.
And that's the one big thing for me. Like, I mean, let's be honest, Won-Jin. Like, the action and the plot and everything we've seen before. Just by in a different context. Whether it's white actors or we saw them in the Hong Kong original. But I like this up-to-date Asian American life story in America, and it just happens to be LA and Hong Kong where every fucking Democrat Asians gather around, right? So I like that. I like that element, and it was done in a way where it's not overt, where like, yes, we're trying to promote Asian American whatever. It was just done in a good story. I felt like not a good story.
It was very casual with it,
but an entertaining story. You know, because the story is not supposed to make sense. I mean, listen, if anybody deserves to die, it's Charles. It seems like, just like your father. But I do like them trying to bring in the Michael Corleone element there.
Yeah,
with the son.
He never wanted to be the boss, but he's called to power. Yeah, he needs to step up for his family.
So for me, out of the 8 episodes, was it like the first 6 was great, and then they kind of fell in these cliches. But that being said, I think the actors and the story had enough like juice to make it seem at least fresh to me. And so that's what I liked. Hey guys.
Oh, Scott Walker.
Did you hear the news that there's a Jurassic Park video game called Jurassic Park Survival? Oh man.
I've never played a Jurassic Park video game, by the way. I wonder what it's about. Are you supposed to be like chased by dinosaurs and you have to survive or something?
It must be like a survival game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it if it's good.
But I mean, just to digress for a second, I mean, I can't really play these video games anymore because I kind of feel motion sickness, especially when it's first person. Yeah.
I love the fact that it wasn't just mob fights, but also had the family concept. Also the fact that they brought in some funny moments just to keep things. No, like the plot and the story was interesting. I like the twists and turns.
Yeah,
I mean, it was. Is it like original? No, but like the actors, I felt like brought enough freshness to it. I love the inside jokes too, where the Korean American they go to the Korean actor house,
Uh-huh.
and he's a fucking narcissist. Like everything is like his painting.
Oh, no, I mean Jon Cho.
Yeah,
that's
Jon
right.
Cho.
That was hilarious. Like all these like cushions and the walls, the paintings, everything is like obsessed with Jon Cho himself.
No, but the funny fucking thing is Jon Cho doesn't even appear. So it's like an inside joke.
Yeah.
Where Jon Cho's my friend. I go to his house and it's all him. And so like I like those moments. I also like the twist, which is kind of expected because I knew Grace was kind of a shady character.
I mean, when Grace started mentioning her family background, that's when I kind of suspected that something might be up.
Yeah.
And one thing I feel kind of disappointed with is the fact that she didn't use any of her Frisbee skills, because I thought she was going to do something deadly with that skill.
That's funny.
Because she was super accurate with the throwing of Frisbee.
Yeah.
And after the plot twist, I was thinking to myself that was not a talent. That was possible through training, and she must have trained that for some reason. But
yeah, I would go a step further. I thought she would survive actually. Like I thought she like get her like throat slit or get an injury.
Yeah.
I thought she would survive because she was a very interesting villain. And then let's be honest, Won-Jin, like this show had this like family sitcom vibe that within like the environment, I didn't feel like I wouldn't have minded if character return to like come back to life or return again like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like there was this. I felt this is my personal opinion. I felt there was a sitcom vibe, and I thought Grace, the actor, did a fantastic job playing that role. So I wouldn't have minded if she came back to be like Bruce's love interest, but still an enemy.
I think she'd go to jail after all that. I also love the vibe that her and her followers gave. It reminded me a lot of the Sons of Harpy from Game of Thrones. Them like all like secretly plotting for like murder and stuff.
What?
Yeah. Didn't you get that vibe? Like these, because, basically they're
No,
also
why don't you put
fanatics.
the camera on me? Let me tell you something. Sons of the Harpies are what American government wish they could like call terrorist organization for real. Like they're like a terrorist organization. Like some of the Harpies are like, I'm for slavery. I'm for like racism. But I felt here they were more like Che Guevara like vibe, where they are a rebel force, but they were just fighting for inequality, like abuse by power. So, like, if you're trying to, without the political agenda, if you're talking about like a political,
the wearing mask and basically blending into
no, if you're talking about like a rebel group, then I get it. Yeah,
that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not endorsing any of like the terrorism, but
no, but I know, but like, remember
the fact that they're fanatics.
No, Won-Jin, because I'm saying this because like I think we watched Game of Thrones together. Like we were shouting in joy when those Sons of the Harpy was getting burned by Drogon and shit. Like these guys are different. These guys like I feel empathy.
Well, I didn't really feel empathy. I mean,
really?
Because they're also resorting to violence, like the same thing.
No, but I felt empathy for them.
I mean, yes, they were also extorted. Yeah. But I just think like
Jin is saying about how they represent them. No. So I was trying to get that clear because some of the Harpies are piece of shits. Because if you're gonna die, kill yourself. But if you're talking about any rebel group, then it makes sense. So I get it. They're like a guerrilla force fighting for this agenda.
And I also like how in intense fighting sequences there were these comic reliefs, especially in the last fight at the Triad meeting. One was like the scene where one of the brothers was trying to emulate that scene from the movie that they like, the gymnastics thing, and then he gets killed.
I gotta be honest, I wish them all death. Like the moment I saw them,
douchebags.
Yeah.
And I also love the part where Bruce, he was about to get killed, and he points at the guy who killed Blood Boots, and then he tells on the Blood Boots sibling, I think.
Yeah.
He tells her that he killed Blood Boots.
Comrade. No, hey, but like I was kind of disappointed at how Blood Boots just went like that. I thought he would play a more like a major action scene or something.
And when he was first captured, I thought it was intentional to penetrate the group and then like save Michelle from the inside. But it turns out he just went.
Yeah. No, but I did feel empathy for the I guess we're in a disagreement here, but I felt empathy for Grace and the team too. I thought they were just brushed away for plot reasons because we sympathize with Bruce and Chair Leg more than them. But if you really think about it, their cause is completely justified against like these gangsters who rob you and stuff. But
I don't know. I mean, we've seen The Godfather. They all start by protecting the community, but then it always evolves into we know where that's going.
So I'm saying like I understood Grace's position. That's why I wish she would survive because I felt like her like sort of this fanatic rebel group was interesting because they're not really for the money, they're for justice, right? And I love the theme of them keep bringing that up, that their tattoo that says, you know, evil will be vanquished. That's some Chinese rebellion shit. Like, fucking so badass. Like so I thought Grace would survive. And I mean, as much as I love the moral ambiguity of the show, I did feel like they were heading towards this kind of forced Disney happy ending though, because I didn't feel like Chairleg deserved to live at all by the end. It's not like his hands are clean either, right? But the actor that played him does such a good job of making him seem like a sympathetic character. That's all.
I also like the moment when the assistant district attorney, the assistant DA was like planning on tracking the triad meeting.
Yeah.
But the tracker doesn't move at all because they confused their jackets.
Yeah.
That was a funny moment.
No, I love every like. Let me break it down once. This is a show driven by the charm of the characters. Now, if you talk about any other stuff like story plot, yeah, there's a fresh like a Chinese American take on it, but they're not really new. But I love how the actors, Michelle Yeoh and Sum Sha-yi, I think his name is the actor who played Bruce, and Chair Leg,
Samsung Lee.
Yeah, Samsung Lee. Like they did a fantastic job on humanizing these characters. So that's what I love. So I would say this is very much like a actor and script driven drama that made it work.
Especially Michelle did a great job when she was angry at Bruce for like ignoring what she wants.
Yeah.
And I also love those small moments when they were planning for the triad meeting. She repeatedly mentions like to be cautious with the tea leaves. Yeah. Because that guy named Frank is gonna start like talking about this like really boring story, and that actually happens in the most critical moment. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, this is driven by great comedy, and I mean it's such a great mix of Hollywood and Hong Kong, because Hong Kong movies, like Won-Jin, like they were really funny. Like it wasn't just the action; it was just the charm of the actors, from Jackie Chan to everybody, and those humorous moments that really made it work. And I think overall the show did a great job of bringing that to this Hollywood-esque style show. I guess that's it for me.
Oh, and Scott Walker, what with the Avatar film, did you guys see any similarities between Pocahontas and Avatar? Yeah, I did see. I thought Avatar was always a 3D Pocahontas. And would you guys get tattoos? Kind of depends. I mean, I wouldn't want to get a tattoo that doesn't really have any meaning. And I don't want anything that is too big. But I don't really mind getting it, but I just choose not to.
No, but I had a chance to get a tattoo when I 20 years ago. One of my close friends, he was close to a tattoo artist, and they offered me to do a salmon on my waist. Yeah,
when you meet a bear in the wild, it's gonna go town on you.
No, but
like why is the salmon not coming out from this guy?
No, but it's drawn in an Asian art style.
Oh, okay.
So it's for luck. And then he told me that getting tattooed in the waist is the most like horrible things ever, like in terms of pain. But I didn't want to anyway. But I don't think I'll get a tattoo actually.
And in many Asian countries, when you have like a visible tattoo, you're not allowed to enter some places.
Yeah, it's kind of taboo.
Yeah, so it's not really recommended here in Asia.
No, but I wouldn't do it anymore because if I was like younger, I would. But now that I'm older, like I know it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what were your favorite scenes? I think my favorite scene of the entire series was I liked when Bruce and Blood Boots were hanging out. Those were some scenes I remember, and I also like the triad meeting moment.
No, but you know what my favorite moments were? Anytime that Hong Kong boss was on. Like Michelle Yeoh's like husband, like he's such a stereotypical Hong Kong gangster. Like if you watch any Hong Kong gangster movie, that's what gangsters look like. Like no muscle, all like he's like a middle-aged old man.
Yeah, they got these like leisure suit kind of thing.
Yeah, very cunning. Like no, like that's how it is.
They're always wearing great boots.
Yeah. And I thought the actor killed it with the acting. Oh, and see, this is one of the problems I have with the show. Like the tonal thing is. Michelle Yeoh giving him insulin shots to kill him? Like insulin shots to kill him, right? I was like, who am I supposed to root for, you know? Like the good and bad is kind of ambiguous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked the ending for Michelle. Like the fact that she had the ambition to be the mob boss.
No, but I felt like that was kind of cheap shot because it only works because it's Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I felt like I wish the story was more about the brother Shun. Because and their mother might having some gangster element to it, but her becoming the boss. I thought it went too over the top as it went on. What was your favorite and least favorite character? My least favorite character was TK. Like he's a poor representation of. Okay, never mind. But,
of Koreans.
No. I didn't say that. But a good character. My favorite character was actually Chair Leg, of course. Like Charles, I felt like he carried the whole series too.
Yeah.
Like he's such a handsome and I thought he brought dynamic.
He portrayed the firstborn son like in an Asian culture really well.
Yeah. I agree. So those are my two.
Yeah. Another favorite character of mine would be what's her name, June. June. I like the assassin girl.
Yeah.
And my least favorite, I think, was the comrade of Blood Boots. I really didn't like the way the character was portrayed towards the end.
Oh yeah. See that
because I mean we've seen her do that kung fu shit. And with her physique, she cannot take out Michelle. I'm like, are you kidding me?
No, I just felt like it went from good to bad really too quickly. Like, I like seeing character when she was like all happy with Blood Boots and joking around. Yeah, but that's about it. I think. But anyway, guys, let's give a letter grade now.
I would give this show like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. I liked it.
Hey, you know what, Won-Jin? We are in sync here. I'll give it an 8 because let me make a summary. I was totally entertained. I love the Hong Kong and China comes to Hollywood vibe. But did he like break any sound barriers or offer a new way of story?
Push the envelope of this genre? No.
Not really. But it was a wholly entertaining thing.
I agree.
Oh, Zedzi gives it a 9. Nice.
Okay.
What? Just 8? Zedzi said. No, because
well,
you go first, Won-Jin.
Well, what I didn't like about was well, we did say that Charles was a great character. He carried the show. I think that's the problem. Because someone who should have just as much weight on the show is Bruce. But I don't think Bruce for me, did not have enough charm. And I kind of don't like the choices he made in the show. He's kind of like a bitch.
What?
Because basically he sells out his family.
No, but for like political machinations.
I don't think it was. He was just being a bitch.
No, see, like this is the difference between Won-Jin. He's like making moral judgments. Let me like maybe try to be the artist. Like I think Won-Jin, you'll agree. I give Beef, the latest series, I give that a 9, but I give this one an 8 because Beef had like a thematic conclusion to it. You know what I mean? But this one felt like the first 4 episodes was very strong, and then it tried to force an ending on me. I felt.
And I think Bruce's character arc is kind of incomplete throughout the show from the beginning to the end. Whereas, an example would be like Godfather. There's like a lot of Godfather element in this as well. Like we mentioned Michael Corleone. Michael Corleone goes from that what was he, like an army cadet or something? He was like an officer. From that to a mob boss in one movie, and we can see the transition. And we see the challenges that he goes through to become the mob boss that he later becomes. And we eventually see the slow revelation of the ruthlessness that lies within him. But with Bruce, he's just being a bitch ass.
No, but this has a different tone than Godfather, though. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I'm not making like
I know
direct comparison with Godfather.
I know.
I'm just saying that I think Bruce's character arc could have been, it could have had more attention in the show.
No, it was just like this, it started off as a Hong Kong action, and then it just wanted to be like a Disney at the end. And then I don't have any problem with that because it did make me feel good at the end. But like Beef thematically makes sense because it's such a tragic comedy. But here, this is neither tragedy or comedy. It's just a soap opera that's a little bit better than soap opera.
It's okay, Zetzi. He's a snake. He literally got everyone in trouble to save his own skin.
Zetzi and Won-Jin should be together. I'm not putting any more like the characterization of Bruce is the writer's task, and I'm saying it was very incomplete. Like it was a soap opera ish.
You mentioned a sitcom. It kind of felt like it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying because Beef, it didn't feel like sitcom. There was a crescendo to their development, and when it's Alice Wong and Lee at the end of the desert fighting, there is this understanding. I felt like the humanity they share was more earned. Here, it's a little bit like, of course the Shun family has to win, except the piece of shit father who's a fucking asshole and a snake. Fuck off, and the brothers get together, and like there was this like, we got to get to that conclusion thing. So that's why I give this a 8. If I got Asian tattoos with Asian, find offensive because I'm from Australia.
Not at all. Yeah.
No, because you
wouldn't really mind.
You can get like the Russian tattoos with the stars on your shoulders, man. Like those are supposed to mean something to the old mafia. Because his mom tells that being good is foreseeable and being evil is always foreseeable. Yeah, that's really Asian theme, but I felt like they didn't go into it too much. Yeah, cause that's really about in Korean that would describe as Hun and Ak, and it kind of falls into this Confucius belief.
And again, that's the difference between this and shows like Beef. It doesn't have that depth here.
So that's why we give it an 8.
His dad assumes he will not shoot him, and he went right to it and shot his dad.
I actually enjoyed that part. Like that part I enjoyed because I thought Bruce would just. Anyway, that was a funny moment because and then how Bruce lays out his plan.
And I also like how he drops the gun after shooting him.
Yeah, but sometimes sometimes too clever a plot is not clever.
Yeah,
there was a simpler plan right there where just shoot him in the fucking head and be done with it, kind of stuff. Like Michael Corleone with Salasso.
Yeah,
shoot him in the fucking head. Like don't say like you loved him, blah blah blah. When you just saw your brother bring a lizard and cut off a guy's head and move it around. So, but but see, this show is designed to be kind of like soap opera-ish. So that's why the tone like that is kind of forgiven, though.
Yeah,
it is supposed to be happy ending. And hey, by the way, this is such a K-drama thing where if you're the protagonist, it doesn't matter if you're a piece of shit. You did some piece of shit stuff. You're still a good guy. We call you a good guy, and we forgive you for everything, and it's all good. So that is definitely an Asian thing there.
Anyway, so that kind of wraps up our review on the season 1 of The Brother-Son.
Yeah.
So we gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, in China, mama bears are the boss. The reason why I said that is Michelle Yeoh is the boss. Like in the end, all his good sons, Shun, are all his bitches. I raised you, bitch. Now let me do my dream thing. That's funny.
Right. And then he's a snake. He doesn't kill his dad. He makes him call the ambulance. That kid is pure evil.
No, that's like your Western morality coming here. I'm assuming you're a Western, Zazie.
I don't know. I don't think he's a snake. That moment, he was a coward.
You called him a snake, man.
No, she called him.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
I would call
him a coward.
Oh.
Because he didn't have the balls to kill his father when he could.
Hey, let me ask you something. Isn't that hard? Like for everybody? Like killing your father?
But I think, I mean, again, we're going around in circles. We'll be going around in circles because, I mean, that would be thematically like very heavy, but we know that this is not that kind of show.
Okay.
Yeah, but it would have been interesting if he does commit patricide and kills his father in an Asian culture.
Yeah, look at
which is basically unforgivable.
No, but that's unforgivable in all cultures, man. What culture forgive a son for killing your father?
Greece, ancient Greece, maybe. I don't know. Like Zeus.
Hey,
Zeus kills his father.
Well, I'm sorry. Like, hey guys, like, if you guys want us to talk about silly shit for 3 hours, we can. But we're kind of going off track here.
All right.
So 8 out of 10 for both me and Won-Jin. We highly recommend this show if you want to see mama and son relationship in an Asian family. This was the bomb. It's basically a mom and son drama with some gangster mixed into it. It's not really a gangster film. It's about mama and son. That's what this drama is. That's why we named it Chinese Mama Bears Are the Boss, because mothers, that's the Asian mentality. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Shout out to Scott Walker. Hey, sorry if we couldn't answer all your questions, like, because we're talking about the brother Shun. And then big shout out to Zazie. We'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes
to talk about the season finale of Fargo season 5.
Thank you so much. This has been Jojin Movie So Awesome. I was Joe.
I was Won-Jin.
We'll see you in a bit.
We'll be right back.
Kill the raptor. Raptors need to all die. Feathers shit. Pull out your legs and fry it. We eat